What's going on, everyone? It's Snakebite here, and today we're going to be talking about the last holiday Halo Days 2020 blog post from 343. We're going to go over some of the topics in the article and why it should be a good thing for Halo Infinite and Halo Esports. There is a lot to go over into this article. I'm going to jump around the article. I'm only going to be focusing on the Halo Esports section. I'm going to link the article in the description below so you can read the entire thing. Really great stuff overall. You know me, I'm a tough critic, but really good stuff overall. Nothing to complain about, really. On the Halo Esports section, it goes over the DreamHack event, the Halo Reach DreamHack event, that is. Going into MCC stuff, Sentinels, Cloud9 Envy, you see the Sentinels graphic. Absolute fire, by the way, of us winning back-to-back championships, being the 10K. Earlier this year, they announced the partnership with Esport Engine, which is an important thing to remember because Esport Engine obviously is pretty much the closest thing you have to what MLG was. Obviously, Adam Apicella, hopefully I pronounced that name right, with Esport Engine running everything. So once we do get LAN events, we know that they should be incredible. This is a little bit too much to read, so I'm not going to read this part or this part here. Basically, the main thing for everyone to know, from these two paragraphs. First thing, we didn't know DreamHack was going to be the last LAN event. Nobody did, that was back in February. Yeah, like February 20th, 16th, something like that. And that was the last LAN event that we had for Halo, man. It was the last one. There hasn't been another LAN event since like March, I think, for most esports. They talk about 2021, slightly talk about 2021, and they're going to be working with Faceit again, and hopefully we'll be having double elimination. It says, with Faceit targeting double elimination as well. I have mixed feelings on this, but overall, the community really has been saying they want double elim, so I think it's a good thing. I have a little bit of a hard time with it because our tournaments already run so long that I think a double elimination tournament can prove to be slightly rough. I'm not going to lie. But we'll see what the format is. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully things can start to run a little bit smoother. My biggest critique with what's been happening in HCS, being like the MCC and the H5 stuff with Faceit, is just their lack of ability to progress quickly. We saw with the H2A broadcast back in the day where they broadcast every single week. I think it was every 2 weeks, maybe. We won 4 in a row. No big deal. The broadcast would take forever. Like between the group play to bracket play, it would be such a long break, and the broadcast would start 2 hours after group play, and you'd be waiting for it. So fast forward to H5, I feel like they learned a little bit of the ways, but it's still just taking a little bit too long for me. Now, on to the big, important topics that I know you're here for. There's still a lot to be excited about for 2021, so let's shift our focus onto what's to come. First and foremost, the delay of the game and COVID-19 has not wavered our intentions around Halo Esports. We kind of figured that would be the case, but nonetheless, good to hear them say it. We still plan to relaunch the HCS with the release of Halo Infinite on a global scale with a full 12-month roadmap laid out ahead of the game's release, which will culminate in the Halo World Championship with a minimum prize of $1 million for that event alone. If you remember, in the 2018, during the final year of the Halo 5, we made a massive changes to the program with much stronger focus on format and quality. That's the place we're picking up and evolving from, but obviously taking a lot of our learnings over the last couple of years forward. Holy not to be too dramatic here, but this is really important news, man. I don't know how many, I haven't seen a lot of people talking about it. I haven't seen a lot of people getting hyped up about it. There's 2 things to point out, maybe 3 things. One, full 1-year roadmap. That is huge for the esports scene and for Halo in general. It gives people stability, something we've always lacked in Halo overall. A $1 million world championship, not too bad. And the third most important thing from that spot alone, I'm gonna highlight the word for you in case you missed it here. Minimum prize pool of $1 million for that event alone. Now, call me crazy here. I think that word minimum is thrown in for a reason. I think that we'll probably see a 2016 version of Halo Worlds for the very first tournament. We're going to see a minimum 1 million put in by Halo, by Microsoft, and then hopefully that minimum means crowdfunding. So we'll see what ends up happening with it. I have not seen a lot of people talking about this, but man, this blog post got me excited. We got to get to the game, and there's a lot to go through it, which is some good stuff in here we're going to talk about. But man, oh man, did they say exactly what they needed to, a full 12-month roadmap. Who knows what that's going to be with COVID and stuff? I don't know. No one does. A $1 million world championship, and that key word, minimum, thrown in there. Here's some of what you can look forward to in 2021. Teams. In our 5-year anniversary update in 2019, we touched briefly on how we're thinking about our relationship with team organizations. In the early days of the HCS, we didn't have a close relationship with all the teams. For the last couple of years, however, we've been prioritizing our relationship with teams a great deal. We have proactively reached out to them, set up phone calls, and met in person as well. At the beginning of this new process, our goals mainly to learn more about how they ran their business, how they decided which games they want to participate in, etc. As we built out the plans for Halo, we not only kept teams in mind, but also kept them in the loop to get regular feedback on what we were putting together. After what's really been a multi-year effort, we've put together a team partnership program that Halo has never had before. I'll leave it at that for now, as we've got some more details to lock in before we reveal it all. We can't wait to share more. This is good stuff, man. And let me tell you why this is good stuff, because organizations are massive. They are a massive, massive part of what makes esports amazing, the fan base that comes behind it. Organizations having a say into how things are running and how things are going is huge, something that's never been done in Halo before. I know that for a fact. And the second thing being, Halo partnership is very interesting. Now, because here's what the issue we've had in Halo before. Everyone was leaving, and rightfully so. I understand why everyone was leaving, but this is a major, major key. I hope that the term partnership program means that when you are going to jump into Halo and jump into Halo Esports, you are not going to automatically leave. We've seen that through the course of HCS, and from 2016 and 2018, organizations would come in. We're not going to name drop anyone, but organizations would come in, stuff would go wrong within the team, which isn't necessarily their fault. But then they were gone. And whatever the case may be, and it left fans kind of struggling overall, I'd say. Jumping into the next topic, flighting. In case you missed it, last week we confirmed the insider flighting for Halo Infinite will indeed be coming in 2021. This means that Halo insiders will finally get to go hands-on with Halo Infinite's multiplayer ahead of release, including a taste of what competitors can expect, of course. It will still be a work in progress at this point. We absolutely cannot wait for you to play. We already kind of knew this. Royal Tune, I talked about it. We knew flighting was announced, but nonetheless, I think it is crucial. I think it's going to be a big step into promoting our game and getting our game on the right track. So I'm absolutely loving this article. I can't say it enough. Hopefully, dates sooner rather than later when it comes to the flight test. Events. With the delay of the game until fall 2021, our ambition is that we will be able to host the entire season with live open events as originally envisioned. Of course, this is just an ambition at the moment, and we still need to see how the events of the coming months unfold with regards to COVID-19. The health and safety of our fans, players, and staff is still the number one priority, and this will always be the number one priority. We will, of course, follow the guidelines, and consult the global Microsoft security and events team in this whole process. We've really missed you all, seriously. Okay, now, we kind of knew that this was going to be a thing. The one, I don't want to say benefit because I think that's insensitive, but had the game not been delayed, had Halo Infinite not been delayed, a large majority of our game and our season would have been online. And everyone knows this. We can all agree on that. There was no chance it would have been on LAN. So I try to take away the positives of things, and the game getting delayed to be ready, actually ready to play, is obviously a good thing, but it is also a good thing for live events because just strictly with Esport Engine jumping in, and I think Esport Engine is going to throw some incredible LAN events, I think that we would have really hindered ourselves being stuck to only online. Monthly updates, transparency, transparency, transparency. Say that 7 times fast. You want it, we need to deliver it. With COVID-19 impact and the delay of the game, we need to make a shift in our plans multiple times. Oh, sorry, we had to make a shift in our plans multiple times. Starting in January, we're going to be kicking off a new monthly blog series called Designing the Halo Esports Ecosystem. Each month, we will dive into a particular piece of what our vision of Halo Esports is. Over the course of the year and leading up to the release of the game, our goal is to paint a clear picture so you know what we're doing and why we're doing it. All great stuff from this article, and let me just applaud, okay, real quick. Well done. Really well done, because it has taken so many things that we needed to know and so many things that we have complained about and said, and the execution still needs to be there. It's not done. Just because the words are in this blog post does not mean it is done, but we can be hopeful, and we can be very hopeful because they've said it and now people can hold them to it. The roadmap stuff is awesome to announce. It's good to know with COVID-19, we're still on the track to get a 1-year roadmap, obviously. And I don't know if a world championship was already announced, but nonetheless, world championship at the end, minimum prize pool. We don't know if that means crowdfunding, but let's hope it does. Teams having involvement, partnership program, huge. Flighting, we already knew it. But thank you. Events are kind of the toss up here. We don't know what's going to happen, but still amazing stuff. And monthly updates. We have been begging for updates regarding all things Halo. A monthly blog post that will go into detail into different topics. So hopefully this is what people have been looking for. That's going to be the end of the video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. I am super, super, super pumped up after reading this. I'm sure you could tell by my voice of how excited I actually am. This is my first time reading it. I am genuinely excited reading all this. I still think we have a long way to go. We got to get the flight test out. We need to work on the game as much as we can. We need that. We need that roadmap to be amazing. But jumping into 2021, I think we got a lot of good things coming. I think we have a good plan. Hopefully the monthly updates are what people have been looking for. We're going to see what this partnership program is. And let's hope 2021 is a good start for what can be Halo's future. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great day. Thank you for the support. And as always, I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.